They say poetry is 1% words, 99 inspiration. And with a master like Hussain, my mind is awed in admiration. So as I write, the words flow from my pen with little hesitation, and to his voice I listen as my mind drifts in imagination. And through my veins it echoes, through my heart to its very soul within. For Hussain is my inspiration, and for him every poem I begin, and for him every poem I begin. And so you ask, what lessons can be learned from Hussain and his legacy? What lessons can be learned from Hussain and his legacy? For surely his life goes far beyond his trials and his tragedy. But first let me tell you, Hussain isn't just for me, but for the whole of humanity. And if you don't believe me, let's take a look at Mahatma Gandhi. He who inspires all, from Obama to Nelson, from those of New York to those in Berlin. Yes, Gandhi inspired them, but who inspired him? Yes, Gandhi inspires them, but who inspired him? Hussain. Hussain? Who is this Hussain, you might ask? The man who stood against injustice until it took his last, who sacrificed for humankind and for the world at vast, who in times of oppression his voice would never remain suppressed, who taught Gandhi how to achieve victory whilst being oppressed, and who in the face of evil put up the greatest of fights, who said that the path that is easy isn't the path that is always right, who proved that patience isn't just waiting, but the strength of persistence. So take Hussain as an example. So take Hussain as an example with every second and moment of your very existence. And when death came to him, Hussain stood on the battlefield, in one hand his sword, in the other his shield. And as he enters, he makes the most fierce of men to him yield. And as he enters, he makes the most fierce of men to him yield. Hussain, he who fights with valor, even when everything is lost. Hussain, he who fights with valor, even when everything is lost. And for him I sacrifice for justice at any price, at any cost. For I hear a voice that radiates through the centuries, now louder than ever. And oh Hussain, it reminds me to never cower in terror. And as I listen, I learn to never accept life under oppression, to never surrender to tyrants and bow my head in submission. And so with all my dignity I cry, you can kill my family, but my freedom you can never deny. Strip me of everything, but to live a life in humiliation, I would rather die. Strip me of everything, but to live a life in humiliation, I would rather die. So hear the voice of Hussain. So hear the voice of Hussain, and let your mind drift in imagination. Let humanity awaken, and every tribe will claim Hussain as their own and take Hussain as an inspiration. Thank you.